Hi, welcome to the course overview of performance testing using JMeter. This is the course where we'll be trying to cover up around the basics of performance testing, and we'll also be going through the various modules of how the overall test architecture is going to be in place. And in addition to that, we'll also be covering mainly and focusing mainly on the JMeter, which is an open source tool. So just to give a little brief overview around the course content, in terms of which has been broken by the chapter wise, where we'll be first giving out an introduction of the performance testing using various kinds of slides. It's more in terms of a static terminology, which will be only limited to only 1 to 2 sessions. And post that, we will be working on something live. So we'll try to select or pick a random application and we'll try to host it on our local machine and then which will be actually used for our own practices. So where we try to cover up around what kind of performance testing that are actually applicable or available and what are the kinds of tools that are actually available and the various kinds of performance testings that are being done such as like load, stress, endurance, spike. So the various stages which are actually there in terms of the performance test life cycle, and we'll also be going through something called as JMeter. So this is how a JMeter actually looks like. So this is more in terms of GUI driven with all the features and options which are available up over here. Now, this is when we try to go through and then there are huge set of documentations that are available on the help screen, but nobody clearly says or on how or where to use this. That is the exact content which we'll be trying to cover it around when we're trying to look on to each and every specific section or each and every specific topic. Now, during the JMeter basics, we'll be trying to cover up around the installation, the various kinds of terminologies like the throughput, or it could be with respect to the virtual user load, or how we are trying to handle it, and all of that. And what are the kinds of tests that could be executed on the JMeter. And we'll also be trying to go in detail around the various kinds of components that are actually present here. Now, like the logic controller, the configuration element, timer, preprocessor, sampler, post-processor, assertion, listeners, and all of that. So each and every component of JMeter has been described as in the standard JMeter wiki which has been put up. So we'll be going through the set of recording aspects, how to define it and what to do it, and in case of any errors, how to do with the troubleshooting, what to record and what not to record, and what are the best practices of the usual script recording. When we're trying to enhance our script in a way so that in order to mimic a real-time load scenario, then we try to keep enhancing our script, but nobody will be no one is actually unsure around to what extent the enhancement is needed to be done. That is exactly what we teach, or that is exactly the part of the main theme of the course which we are trying to pick around. So where we try to talk about the various concepts which we are actually available in terms of the market or in terms of the JMeter best practices. So there is one concept which is called as parameterization, which is going to mimic a multiple user scenario with different kinds of logins. That is like we'll try to read the data from a file and then we'll try to input it into the overall script on how to execute it. So, and then we'll try to also deal with something called as correlations, something called as validations, some miscellaneous features which are actually there. What are the think times and the transaction times that are going to be happening around? And there are a few specific standard functions which are present in the JMeter. So there are, we also deal over through the session, there will be few specific items which we'll be working upon. One is a standard JDK, which is essential for us to install JMeter or run the JMeter on our own machine. So this is one area from where we can actually try to download the JDK based upon the environment that we are trying to use it. And then the second one is the JMeter itself. So you'll be able to download the JMeter from here and then keep it ready. So the third one is in terms of the JMeter plugins. So this is a plugin which we are trying to cover it up in addition, where we'll be going through a certain set which will help us in order to run through the various kinds of scenarios or make them a little more centered to a real-time world. Though we are trying to run all the scripts virtually, ramping up of the load of so many users onto the JMeter and then ramping down, and then how can we actually define the various kinds of scenarios, or how the scenarios will be done in a real time, and all of that we'll be able to cover it up in during the course. Now, when we are trying to see with the reporting aspect, so JMeter has an inbuilt reporting aspect that is called as a listener. So we'll be trying to go through each and every aspect of it. In addition to that, there are few extras that we are going to cover it up during the session. So that's around the various kinds of listeners that are actually possible. Now, in terms of remote testing, or in terms of how to maintain all the templates and all of that, like here this gives you a standard set of template around how to, there are good amount of templates, so we'll be able to create our own. We'll be covering that too. So the next one is in terms of the API testing. So there are widely used two different APIs which are commonly used. One of that is going to be a REST API, and another one is going to be a SOAP API. So using these two, these are quite good leading APIs, which are the style of APIs, which are actually leading out in the market. So that specific content of how to validate or how to run through the scripts, or how to parameterize all of that scripts that has been prepared for targeting out the performance or the load runs for that is also covered into it. Now, when we are trying to use with all of the features that are actually available on the tool and using out the plugins, if there are some scenarios on how we can actually deal with it without actually using the plugins, or if there is any possibility of writing up the code in a Java code or a Bean Shell code, that also will be trying to give you an overview of how to extend the JMeter code, or how to use that specific code into the JMeter. And then this is actually a differentiator which we'll be talking about, that's around the case study part. So the case study is going to definitely give you a real-time experience of performance tester, where we'll be going through with all the stages which have been mentioned through in the performance test lifecycle. That is like the requirements gathering, and then the test strategy, and then the planning, and then how we try to design out the scenarios, and then how we try to do with the target dry runs, and then what are the parameters that we'll try to monitor, and how we do execute it, and what is the kind of analysis or the reports that are needed to be prepared. The end-to-end flow will be actually taken care during the case study section. So the course overall will give you a complete differentiator from the other courses which are actually available. This is going to be a one-stop shop where you'll get all the content in a sequential manner, and you're going to get through all the concepts to the most level of detail. While we get into all the details, we also look at the kind of practical implementations of how this could be achieved. So that's an overview about the course. In case if you need further details, please contact us. Thank you.